Good evening and welcome to Man United Brothers podcast. I join you this evening in a jolly mood as I've just watched Thomas, my little brother, put a hairband in his hair. Yes, I repeat, he has put a hairband in his hair. He's a receding hairline that touches his arsehole, but he's put a hairband in the flop of hair he has. How are you, Thomas?
I'm very good, mate. I'd just like to point out hairdressers have been closed for, well, a very long time now, and my hair's getting in my eyes. So,
Okay.
don't know what your problem is, really.
So, so European night, been waiting all week, Thursday,
I'm
long time
gonna,
coming.
before you start, I'm gonna
Oh, here we
predict
go.
what you're gonna say, right? Moan, 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 moan. Look forward to West Ham game. Would
What?
I be about right?
What?
Would it be? Would I be right?
Might not be far off the truth.
Yeah,
What else are
that's
you going
what
to
I
do
thought.
after
That's
watching
what I
that?
thought. Man, look at the squad, right? So if that had finished 1-0, I would have been fantastic. I would have said, yep, great result, 1-0 win. Yes, we conceded. Yes, we probably deserved to concede. Probably didn't even deserve a draw. But look at that squad. We are so depleted. Like, it's crazy. When
Yeah,
you're
but
taking
come
off
on.
Fernandez for Fred, you know there's a problem. Because
Why are you taking him off?
you got to sit back. You got to protect what you've got.
Fuck off. Why
Well,
are you taking? Why are you
because
taking your best player off?
we weren't doing anything in an attacking sense anyway, because we don't have the players to attack. The team is absolutely depleted. It's in pieces. It is in pieces.
Look,
When you've got a squad where you can then rely on people like Van de Beek as a backup, Cavani as a backup, albeit yes, we might want him to start most of the time. When you have to have Tellez, who's nowhere near as good as Shaw, who's one of our best attacking outlets, who had to rest now because he did pick up that little knock at the weekend. He wasn't even going to play at the weekend. There's just the squad is just, it's in pieces at the minute. No Pogba, no strikers, no Rashford.
doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. It's not acceptable excuse. And we don't
It's
accept
not
it
an
from down
excuse.
the.
It's not an
We
excuse,
don't
mate.
accept it.
It's a
Well,
good
we don't
result.
accept
Is
it
what
from
I'm
down
saying.
the road whenever they've been going about their injuries and we said, gurney yappy fuckers. It's not a good result. It's not good enough.
No,
Let me
there's a
tell you, right?
difference.
I want to
There's
start.
a difference in what they're doing. They're just trying to do the same stuff over and over again and trying to attack and then getting caught out. That's we done the
Whatever.
opposite.
I don't care. I'm not. I don't listen to them gurning that bitch and moan at them and say, "Dry your eyes, get on with it." That's the way it is. That's football for you. You get injuries, you deal with them. If you don't have a strong enough squad, it's your own fault, and it's their own fault. Simple as. And here's the facts of the matter, right? So I'll start from the start. I was happy whenever the team came out because I nailed the squad. I nailed the starting 11. Perfect. Got it.
Mm-hmm.
Bingo. Loved it. And I was happy with that. Because of injuries, Rashford's out. James playing. Greenwood starting fine. Martial through the middle. Clearly, Martial. I don't know whether he got a knock during the game or he's still carrying one over from the weekend. I think because he was the same as Shaw. I wasn't sure if he's going to start the weekend. But after putting in that performance at the weekend, you think fair enough. He's definitely fit enough and he's flying on all cylinders. No issue with Matic starting beside McTominay. Back in there. I didn't really have a problem with Telly starting. Because Telly's played well the last time he played in Europe, I think it was. And he knows the Italian league, so he's played AC Milan plenty. He knows how to play. But what happened was
Mate, can you just repeat that last bit because you froze on me, so I don't know whether or not that would have recorded or not. So what was the last point you made there after Tellez?
about Telly's. No, it's just saying he's played in the Italian league and he knows it, so he knows how to play it, and I had no issue with that. But then what happened from there was I don't know whether we've been watching or listening to Talk Sport or watches everything saying, oh, AC Milan have 1,700 injuries and they're shite and they're not what they were and they're easy. This is actually going to be an easy game. Schoolsy sent full game. Everyone's saying, I got caught up in it myself, but that was more after our performance against Man City, thinking if we played like we played against Man City, we'd hammer them, which we would have. But instead, what we done was we went out thinking, big time fucking Charlies, like we do. This is going to be a gift, and we didn't play. We didn't play at the right level. We did not play at the right level. They outbullied us. Alan Weir texted me straight after it. I have to read his message because he said if I don't get him verbatim, he's going to call the lawyers out of me. I must have misquoted him one time. Physically stronger and faster than us. Front three were particularly bullied out of it. And big mistake from Henderson, which we'll get to. And a few options on the bench that could have changed the game. I don't know about the options on the bench. I don't think there
I
was many
disagree
options on the
with
bench.
I would disagree with every single thing that Alan Weir said.
Everything. I
Everything.
don't. We were bullied all over the pitch.
We weren't
The big
bullied.
man Frank Kessie was running around there like he was fucking Frank Bruno.
He's horrendous. He's not a very good footballer at all.
Yeah,
So
but our boys were
don't agree
fucking
with any
shit
of that.
scared of him.
No, Not true. Not true.
Oh, mate, come on.
Mate,
we were
set up.
lacking intensity. Thought
No.
it was a gift. Didn't turn up.
So the reason that the ball was slowed down so much was because Matic just dwells on the ball far too much. So he wasn't moving it quick enough. We weren't taking it from defence quick enough to get it up to the forwards. So the forwards didn't get a chance to get bullied because they didn't get a chance to even do anything. They just weren't getting the ball up to them. So that they weren't getting bullied at all. They didn't have an opportunity to get up there. But that's understandable because Martial wasn't doing anything to keep the ball up there. Even when it got to him, he was just giving it away. We were poor on the ball all over the pitch, yes. But I go back to look at the team that played. That is not our starting 11. It's not even close to our starting 11. We're struggling, and we've got loads of games coming. It's 2 legs. We're going over there with a draw. There's nothing wrong with that. We'll have players back, and we'll go and we'll smash them over there.
What is wrong with you?
Man, you just got to play the situation sometimes.
Yeah,
like
your fucking head's gone. Your head's gone. I've talked to you before about accepting mediocrity, and you're doing it again.
it's not accepting
were at
mediocrity.
Old
We're playing
Trafford.
AC Milan, mate.
So they're fucking shit. Second in the Italian league, can't fucking win anything. They haven't won anything in donkeys. They're donkey dick. They're not good, mate. They're not good, and we
being
played
second
totally in
the
their
league
hands.
is shit. Is that what you're saying?
Being second in the Italian league is shit. Yes, being second in the Italian league is shit because the Inter Milan are leading it, and that tells you something. The Italian league's gone to pot. It's nowhere near what it used to be. AC Milan are not a good team.
What you're saying is absolute bullshit because the same can be said about the Premier League this season.
That's not a good league.
No, but what you're saying is the Italian league's gone to shit. But what are you supposed to do? You can only beat who's playing around you. You know what I mean? What else are they supposed to do?
Forget where they are in the league. Forget about all that shit. They're just shit. They're just shit. They're worse than Real Sociedad, right? Real Sociedad are a better team than them.
Yeah,
and we
I'll
beat
give
Real
you that.
We didn't turn up.
We had a
no
full
intensity.
squad. We had a full, not a fully fit squad, but we had more players.
You go and look at the team that we played against Real Sociedad and won 4-0, even the team that drew 0-0, and tell me what the difference was. There's Rashford's maybe the difference. That's it. That's it.
That's a big difference.
You tell me? No, it's not. It's not. I've been saying for a long time Rashford's not. He's off his game. He's not playing well. We didn't turn up with no intensity. Thought it was a gimme and we were going to easily win that, and we just get bullied, outplayed, everything. It was just terrible. If we had won that 1-0, it was absolute daylight robbery. I'd have absolutely taken it, and we should have won it 1-0 because the fact is we're fucking terrible in defending the corner, and Henderson should have saved it. Yes, so all in all, we probably could have come away with 1-1 if we had wised ourselves up. But it was like we were sleeping in the first half. It was like we were just moseying about. Gave the ball away every time we got it. You can say about it was slow from the defence. You fucking passed the ball to their team. How's it fucking? Of course it's slow. I don't think we made more than 2 passes to our own players in the first half. Now, for about 10, 15 max minutes in the second half, we upped it and we started to move the ball about. We got in. The wee Mandela scored a great, it's a very clever goal. And then we just stopped. It was like we just stopped. And
his goal was absolutely brilliant, actually. Took it
it was.
very well.
No doubt. Very clever run, very clever header, great ball from Bruno. So, plaudits to that. And I was like, looks good the weekend. But apart from that, he didn't really do much. Again, he didn't really get the ball because every time we got, we just give it away. Last week it was just terrible. That is, you look at what we've done on Sunday, and there's 4 changes in the team. So you're telling me you're the one who says we can change it, we can chop it, we can do this. 4 changes, and we dropped to that level.
We've got a fully fit team, like.
Mate, but you're just you're killing me. I don't understand how you are so okay with a 1-1 draw against the poor AC Milan side when you can clearly see we just did not turn up.
It's different. It's different from that Crystal Palace game. That Crystal Palace game, we just did not turn up. Tonight we did turn up, but we don't have the players that were able to go and attack them and take them to pieces. We just didn't, mate. We don't.
Where did we turn up?
We're missing so many players.
Tell me who turned up.
Well, the players that were on the pitch.
Who? I can't fucking tell you anyone done anything.
Well, the 11 players that were
playing.
playing.
Tell me one player that played well tonight.
What are you talking about? I'm not going to.
One United player.
I can tell you players who didn't play to their full potential. Matic, McTominay, Fernandes done fine. James done all he could.
Oh, give me a.
Martial, I don't think was brilliant. Didn't do anything wrong at the back. And we conceded a sloppy goal.
We didn't do anything wrong at the back.
No, not really.
Really?
That's what I say. I'm not going to just keep repeating myself here.
Mate, it was terrible. They scored a very good goal, the Kessie goal, which is not a handball. We got away with it.
Well, it was.
What?
Well,
It was given as a
I
handball, but
swear
I
that
didn't see it
there
as a
was no
handball.
goal given there, so it was.
Right, but in actual fact, we got away one. That's what I'm saying. We got away one, right? And in getting away one, what we done was Harry Maguire stood and watched him. Scott McTominay stood and watched him. We all stood in a fucking tea party when he smashed the ball in the net. It was fucking atrocious. We did everything wrong in defence.
Yeah, but
Wan-Bissaka's caught
I
out of
nearly
position.
fell over
Boy should
earlier,
have
but
headed
I
it into
didn't
the net.
fall over.
Yeah, but
I
if
could
you're
have
going to be
cut my leg. It would have really hurt, but I didn't fall over.
Mate, if you're going to be that blind to it, all that does is ensure that your defence isn't as good as it should be. Continues, we get away with one, okay, we'll get away, that we'll not worry about having to defend properly, and that's what we've done, because it paid off, it kicked us in the arse in the end, when we didn't defend properly from a corner, and they got a goal. It's as simple as
It was
that.
sloppy defence from the corner, yeah, absolutely, no doubt about it. But what I'm saying is, what else could we have done with the team that we were playing? We're struggling. We don't have enough numbers. Look at the bench. Look at the options that we had to go and change a game. Like, there's just what I would be questioning. What I would be questioning is, why did we go to the back three? Like, I don't get that.
We didn't do. I didn't think we did. I thought it was still a back four, and we actually started with Telly's playing wide left, and then we changed it to Shaw, which was strange. But I didn't see it as a back three, because whoever was in at left back ended up being Telly's. He was a left back. He wasn't playing as a 3-man defence. It didn't look like a 3-man defence to me, anyhow.
Yeah, but that's not what it should have been, but that's what it was threatening to be, so to speak. But like I said, that's what my concern would be. Why did we do that whenever it looked like we were controlling it pretty well from what we were doing? Like I said, if we had came away and it would have been 1-0, we'll be sitting here now going, well, look, we weren't great, which we weren't great. I'm not denying we weren't great. I just don't think we could have done anything else because of the people who were on the pitch.
Mate, but we could have.
We have about 13 players who make up a great squad, but you need 18, 19, 20 players to make up a great squad, and we just don't have that yet, and we're still building towards that. I still think we're going to go over to Milan and we're going to do them. I don't have any doubts whatsoever about that.
I don't know how like watching us on Sunday. Absolutely, that team will smash them. Watching us tonight, that team wouldn't beat. I don't know who.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a different team. Telly's isn't good enough. Telly's is not good enough, and that's a big thing. 4 big changes, mate. That's what I'm saying to you. A team is 11 players. We have 13 or 14 great players, and when we can't get them all fit, then we don't have any we don't have a good enough left back to back up Shaw. Shaw has all of a sudden been pushed on because of Telly's, but he's not good enough to start.
Telly's is good enough. He's good enough.
He's not. He was poor. Tonight. Yes, he did. He did everything wrong tonight. He slowed down the play. He stopped the play. He didn't. This is what I'm talking about, though. Shaw, I said it in one of my Facebook posts, he's one of our most attacking players as the left back. He is the outlet. He frees up when we're under pressure at the back. Telly's done none of that. Telly's put us under more pressure. Telly's give it away. Telly's went long. He was terrible with the ball. He was a big reason the ball just kept coming back to us. We favour going out of the left-hand side because Luke Shaw is so good at carrying the ball away. He couldn't do it at all.
Yeah, I know, but mate, you can't tell me that that's why we're so poor. We didn't have intent. Yes, Telly's did give the ball away a lot. I'll not disagree with that. I'm not saying that we don't. But the fact that we relying on Luke Shaw, it's back to when we played in Bengal and when Luke Shaw broke his leg, the whole thing went to shit. That can't be the case. We should be able to play it out down the left no matter who's playing down there. We should be able to play it out down the right no matter who's playing there.
We should be. I agree.
But we have players that should be able to do it.
Yeah, we should, but they're not.
But because they were fucking shit tonight.
No, because Telly isn't good enough in general.
Oh.
You said he had a good game.
Played nearly every fucking match for us.
You said he had a good game against Real Sociedad. He came off every game he's played and he's came off. Today's the first time he's finished 90 minutes, I'm sure of it. He comes off for Luke Shaw every time and Luke Shaw changes the game when he comes on for him.
But he didn't change the 0-0 against Real Sociedad very much, did he? Anyway, what I'm saying is, you're talking about Wan-Bissaka, who's played who's our right back all season. So that's exactly the same. You're talking about Mason Greenwood in front of him, who's played that position quite a lot for us this season. You're talking about Dan James, who's been starting the last 7-8 matches. You're talking about Martial, who, yes, is frustrating as fuck, but was amazing on Sunday.
He's had one good game, so all of a sudden he's amazing again.
I said he had an amazing game on Sunday.
That's what I'm saying. He's still not good enough, so you can't take that into account.
Fuck me. What I'm saying is you have to have the consistency and the fucking intensity to do it, and that's what they didn't do.
because
That
they
didn't
don't have
fucking
the
do it. They
players.
didn't play with that level of intensity, aggression that was needed. And we just get fucking bullied off the park.
We didn't get bullied at all. I don't
Mate,
agree at
I
all.
don't know
We
what.
didn't get
I don't
bullied
know how you're so okay with a 1-1 fucking draw. Like,
because we played
it's
against AC
absolutely
Milan.
shit. So they're. Oh, fuck. I'm gonna fucking blow up. They're shit. They're fucking shit. We drew 1-1 with a shit team, and we were so shit. It's unbelievable. Not good enough. Not playing well. Not high intensity. Not pressing the ball. Not moving the ball quick enough. Not passing to our own fucking players, and then just inviting them onto us. If we had it with that, you scared, I don't know what else we could have done. What we could have done is for the first 15, 20 minutes, right? Got the ball, bang, 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 quick, 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 into the wings, get him back, get pace run at them, get everything, fire at them for 15, 20 minutes, see how they handle it, right? See if for 15, 20 minutes they had handled that. Then I went, okay, we couldn't, there's no plan B, because we wouldn't have had a plan B, right? But we didn't even go with a plan fucking A. We didn't even try and get at them. We're at Old fucking Trafford. Okay, there's no fans, but we're at Old fucking Trafford. We're going to the San Siro, where they've got an away goal. San Siro in Italy. They've got an away goal. And we're okay with that. Fuck me, come on.
Sure as shit, doesn't matter. You said
Well,
it.
it does. If there's
What
a
I'm
just said
the
in
point
it,
I'm making
defend.
to you, the point I'm making to you is that the players we had on that pitch tonight were not good enough to execute any type of plan, and that was blatantly obvious to me. Mattis didn't move quick enough. McTominay wasn't switched on. Telly's for me gave it away far too much. Dan James tried his hardest, but wasn't great. We didn't seem to know what to do because they weren't quite pressing, but they weren't quite sitting high either. They were just sort of like a medium press type thing. They looked after Bruno Fernandes very well. He wasn't able to do very much at all, apart from the unbelievable pass for Diallo's goal. When Diallo came on, he didn't do much at all. It was just we managed it out. We just seen it out, and we got a draw, which is not a big deal. Like, it's not a problem.
You kill me. I don't know how you think it's not a problem.
Because it's two legs. You don't win. You don't win this over one leg.
If that's an away fixture,
why are you getting so annoyed about it? What's the point?
If it's an away fixture, I'll go, okay, that's fair enough. We got the away goal, wasn't great, but we'll take that. That's at Old Trafford. We done that tonight at Old Trafford, and we have to go to the San Siro. And you can say they're shit and all this, but
I didn't say they're shit. Just you were saying they're shit.
I said no.
Said
You're telling me. You told me I said they're shit, and they are shit. But they can still sit in at the San Siro. We can't break teams down. That's been evident all season. So if they just sit in, all they have to do is draw 0-0, and they're through.
But they won't, because we'll beat them.
I mean, I don't know where you're getting this confidence from. You're confident
because we're a better team than them. It's simple as that. We're a better team than them whenever we have all our players out there firing.
But how do we know we're not going? Who says we're doing the same team next week?
Well, mate, all it takes is one or two. Rashford makes a hell of a difference that time. Hell of a difference. And Luke Shaw starts straight away. You've got that whole left-hand side absolutely turned him to pieces. Simple.
I just can't. I just don't understand how you're so blasé about it. And it was, it's all right. We played out for it. It was shit. I think the whole thing was shit. Played with no intensity, and also the substitutions just blew my fucking mind. I don't really understand.
What would you have done then? Looking at our bench, what would you have done?
I don't know why he brought Bruno off. I don't know why he brought Wan-Bissaka off. I just don't understand. Don't really get why they've done that. And also, if you're bringing Luke Shaw on, why not just bring him on left back in? Why not just do a straight swap where we know that's where he's been most influential? Why try and change something?
It's obviously something they've been working on. Maybe they wanted to look at it for the second leg type thing. It's hard to know actually, but that was a strange one. I'll give you that. The Wan-Bissaka one was very strange, but I guess that was because they were going for the change of shape and they felt Williams would suit that position better.
I genuinely, I didn't see his change shape. I didn't see that. The commentator said it, but I was going, well, we haven't changed. We're playing with forward to back. Like.
Nah, we definitely did change shape.
But anytime you rewatch that, right? Even the 10 minutes after Shaw came on, it was Shaw who went into left back, then he moved forward and Kelly's went into left back, but they're in the left back spot all the time. It wasn't the three and then the two coming back. You know, anyway, it didn't make any sense. It was shite anyway. Whatever we're doing, it didn't work. And I just would have put Shaw straight on for Telly's and went, right, okay, as you've said, he's all right, let all the rest of it. I'll agree, I'm not disagreeing, he's been very good. So let him get the ball and do it from there. You know, it would have been more effective than what we tried to do, which seemed to be like a halfway house that confused everyone. Well, I want to say everyone, confused Telly's and Shaw certainly, because they didn't really seem to know what they were doing or get it quite right. And then had to change positions anyway. It just didn't work. And look, I'm just pissed off with it because we turn up like that on Sunday against Man City and are brilliant and beat them, and then we turn up like that tonight and are just absolutely dire. And you can talk about players, you can talk about who's picked and all the rest of it. You know, yes, there's going to be a bit of an impact on a couple, but the whole team wasn't at it. The whole team wasn't good enough. It's not that we didn't have the players were there, we just weren't good enough. They just didn't show the quality. They didn't show composure. They didn't press. They didn't pass to their own teammates. You know, that's nothing to do with who you're playing, as in the players you've picked. That's just to do with being shit and not having the right attitude in my mind.
You're a fucking idiot. Of course, it's everything to do with the players that are picked, you dickhead.
No, but
of course it is.
You're telling me
Don't be so stupid. Of course it is. If a player's giving it away, he wouldn't have given it away if he wasn't on the pitch. So it's everything to do with the players that are picked.
Me.
It's
But
everything to do with the players that are picked.
You can't tell me any of them players that are picked in that pitch shouldn't be able to pass the fucking ball 10 yards. All of them should be able to do that. Fred played on fucking Sunday and he kicks the ball out more than fucking Elijah kicks the ball out. You know, so that argument becomes null and void. You know, it's stupid.
It doesn't, mate. You're contradicting yourself big time.
How?
Because you're saying the players were shit, but then you're saying the players were good enough to play. I'm saying the team that we picked aren't a good enough team to go and do that, what we wanted to do tonight. So
tell me what we want to do.
Either they're good enough to make that pass or they're not. So if they're not good enough to make a pass, they're not good enough to be in the team.
You misquoted me because I said they should be good enough. They're fucking getting paid thousands and thousands and thousands of pounds. They're Premier League footballers. And if you're telling me that they shouldn't be able to go onto a fucking football pitch and pass the ball 10 yards, close the ball, tackle properly, pass to their own teammates, if you're telling me they shouldn't be able to do that, then what the fuck's the point? They 100% should be able to do that. Unfortunately, tonight, none of them seem capable of it.
I agree.
So
I agree. They absolutely should be able to, but
yes,
clearly they weren't.
Yes, because the mentality was wrong. And my view is that they've went out the wrong mentality, that thinking it's going to be easy, and then if they
that should go to every single time. Sometimes you just got to admit that we just weren't good enough. Every time you say, "Oh, it's the mentality," they just think they're too good. What? That's literally that is your go-to. So when you're seeing field team lose, do you say to them, "Oh, you all thought you were big time Charlies and we we're going to win"?
Yes, if that's what happens, they haven't lost. They haven't lost in over a year. We'll not mention the fact we're in lockdown and haven't played matches.
Well, there you go.
No, but the fact of the matter is, this is what happens. And if you go back and listen to when I say that, it usually comes after we've had a really good result. We have a really good result, and we all of a sudden think we're super, and then we go out and play like absolute dog shite and get a terrible result. So, and I can't put it down to anything other than we've got over our station, think we're better than we are, and end up fucking it up because we think, right, okay, we just have to turn up tonight. And it's proven. I think that's been shown.
It's proven.
Over the last. Well, no, in my head.
No, it's scientifically proven. You've done the experiments, right?
Yeah, okay, fair enough. Yeah, it has. It's shown over the last 18 months. PSG, for example, last year, was it? We went to PSG away, had to win 16-0 or something, got a penalty in the end, Rashford scored it, won it, and we didn't win a match for fucking 3 years later. Or something, you know, we went in a terrible run after that.
Right, hold on, let me stop you there, right?
If you're going,
no, you're exaggerating because you don't know what the exact stats are. You think I don't know
yes,
you
but
by
I know
now?
I think we lost.
No, but if you're going to make stats, I guess you have
after.
to make sure you're going to back it up with what the real facts are, because you're absolutely blinding us all by saying that. Makes it think like, oh yeah, we must have been really shit. We probably maybe we drew the next game, but because the way you're saying it,
we went to PSG. Had to win 3. We scored 3. We won 3-1.
Yeah,
After that match, we didn't win a game for 10 games.
10 games.
I'm pretty sure it was 10 matches. We did not win a match.
Solskjaer
was very close to the sack. He was very close to the sack.
I don't know if it went 10
He got a new contract, and it was he's amazing and all the rest of it, and he's very close to the sack. We've shown, this is what this United team's shown. They get carried away whenever they have a good result. And I think that's just demonstrated tonight. Talk about the players, talk about who's out in the pitch. They should be good enough to go beat that team. They should be able to do what's required. I honestly don't know what we were trying to do tonight against AC Milan. Tell me what we were trying to do.
I imagine we were trying to catch them out on the break.
But we didn't. But I don't even see that because we didn't even see the couple of times we did have the opportunities to do it. Our passing was that poor. Fernandes, James, Greenwood, they were all terrible. And Fernandes, James, Greenwood came on, I think it's right on Sunday. They all played Sunday. So we can't say McTominay, well off it tonight. Wan-Bissaka, caught out of position countless times, can't pass to his own team, way off it. Go and have a look at the header. They should have fucking scored. Cross in, man's beat him. He's on the wrong side.
Once,
should have
and
scored.
he didn't.
He's caught out 3 or 4 times with that. to be fair, there was once to put the good cross and he had the chance. 3 or 4 times he's caught out of position
I
on the
think
wrong
I
side.
think what you're doing is you're looking at it as a one-off game, and that's not what you should be doing. You should be looking at it as it's a two-legged game. We're absolutely still in it against an unbelievably good team. It's AC Milan,
Oh,
mate.
mate, AC Milan 20 years ago was a good team. AC Milan, this AC Milan team got beat by 7 goals or something by was it 5 or 7? Did he say by Arsenal 2 years ago?
And what we got beat 6-1 by Spurs.
Yeah, but we had a man sent off. That's
And
a
what?
totally different game.
And what?
They didn't have a man sent
You
off then.
don't know that.
I do
No,
know
you
that.
don't know that. I know for a
Yes, I
fact
do.
that you wouldn't have looked that up and seen
I
that.
100% know it. Go and look.
You don't
They
know
didn't have a
that.
man
You
sent
don't
off.
know that. You're
They had,
just going
they
by
had,
what you've heard by them. Mate, I know
no,
you now.
they had no man sent off.
You're full of
Trust
shit.
me.
You don't know.
I'm not.
Mate,
Mate,
I
I just
think
don't
I think
understand.
what you got to do is look at it as what it is. It's one game of two. It's
Shit.
half time. We're drawn at half time. What's the big deal? What's the big
I,
deal? We know
I
we can
don't
play better.
understand.
All that says to me is that's a good thing. We can play better. We know that we missed Rashford. Rashford is huge for us. We know that we need Shaw to play, but he needed that rest because he did have a little knock. Like all these things we know. So you're just getting a bit carried away, I think.
I don't think I'm getting carried away. I think you're again going back to accepting mediocrity, where we're just
Not
saying,
not
well,
at
we
all.
had to make a
Not
few
at
changes,
all.
so
Not
that's
at all.
okay. We got a wee draw against AC Milan, and we can go away next week, and it'll be okay. Well, if we don't have anybody back, yes, you can maybe bring Shaw in. What happens if he's injured? What happens if he gets injured at the weekend? What happens if whatever you lose someone else? It doesn't matter. It shouldn't matter that you've injured. You should be going to win every single game you play. You shouldn't be looking at it going, let's get through this game and make sure them
I'm
sort out
pretty
next week.
sure that we were trying to win that game, and we
Really?
would have won it. Apart from well, yeah, Henderson probably should have done better. To be fair,
I wasn't convinced we were trying to win that game. At any point during that game, I wasn't convinced we were trying to win it.
yeah, because we're big time Charlies. We probably thought actually let's just let AC Milan win it. Yeah, that's probably the mentality. You're probably right.
No, we thought we had won it before we started playing it. That's my point on it. But we didn't play. We didn't play like we were trying to win it because we just played like passengers. And that's my frustration.
We were more
They are,
interested in
yeah.
nullifying them than us actually dominating them and pushing ourselves onto them. And that's fair enough. That's the tactics we went with. And you know what I mean? It was unfortunate they got a
Nullifying
last
what?
minute game or last minute
Nullifying what,
equaliser.
mate? They're not good. They're fucking dickhead striker. He scored one that was offside, yeah, but he was offside. And then the other one, he was swinging and missing the ball 2 or 3 times. They're not good.
I don't know.
Got
What's your point?
We're trying to nullify what? Shit. We're trying to nullify a
No,
dickhead who can't kick the
because we
ball.
done it well for most of the game.
Ah, mate, I have totally different views on this. I think we're totally wrong in what we've done. And I think all it could do is turn around and bite us in the fucking backside when we go out there to San Siro next week. And if we don't get what we want, then it's going to be, oh yeah. You know what happened? Let me actually point you back to what this is similar to.
Point me back.
When we went to fucking Turkey and we thought, well, this is an easy game. This team's shite. Whipping boys of the league in the Champions League. And we ended up getting beat 2-0 because no one wanted to defend the corner and some other shit happened. And we lost 2-0, or maybe it was 2-1. I think it was 2-0. Looked like absolute mugs, right? And we went down to the Champions League group because of it. Everyone else can say, well, we lost to PSG, we lost to Leipzig. Yeah, we did, but they were games that were going to be tough and always had a chance of losing them. The one against that team in Turkey, we shouldn't be. That's what we done. We done
And what
exactly the
happened
same thing
after
tonight.
that? We didn't at all. That is, you're completely off once again.
How?
In that game, we were not defensively good. We didn't know where we should have been. All the players were all over the
They were
place.
terrible,
And
yeah.
after that game is when we sorted out and we started defending much better because we were able to. People knew their roles then.
Wow.
That was just
fuck me,
that
like, come
was
on.
100% down to
Come
that.
on. No, it wasn't.
It was.
No, it wasn't. It was 100% down to going out and thinking you're big time and
It's
going
not
easy
just
win the
thinking you're
game.
big time.
And then
It was
not even
players
worrying
switching
about what's
off and
happening
not
back there.
concentrating and getting
Yes,
in the wrong
but
positions.
that's what it's all about. If you're thinking you're better than the team you're playing, you don't think you need to worry about what's happening back there when you're going forward for a corner. And that's what they've done. They switched off happening and thought, we're going to, this team's easy. It's a gift. We could beat these ones. We've beat PSG. We've beat Leipzig. No problem. We can go beat these boyos and we get beat and look like dickheads. And that's what's happened. It's the same things happened tonight. We've went out tonight. Now, we got away with it because we got a draw. And that's probably lucky we did. But if we play at the right intensity with the right attitude, we won't get a draw. We'll win that match. We'll win that match without a problem. So it's exactly the same thing. And I have a real concern now. We'll go next week over to the San Siro and we'll either get a 0-0 draw or we'll get beat and we'll be out. And we'll look like absolute dickheads against this Milan team who everyone's saying we should beat, who's got all these injuries, who everyone believes United are favourites for the cup. Yada yada yada. It's just not good enough. Now they could prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. Go out next week and win 3-0. Fair enough. Then I hold my hands up and say, right, I was wrong. Ollie got it right tonight, but I don't think he did. I just don't think. Well, not that he didn't get it right because the team he picked is the only team he could have picked. But I think the players let him down.
I agree with that. The players did let him down, but that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't think that we went out and we're just strolling around and just not trying. I think we went out and played the only way that we could have played, which was playing to the players that we had, which was nullifying them, trying to catch them on the break, and we tried it. We got our goal. We set back. We were going to be happy with a 1-0 win. But still, it wouldn't have been enough. We'd still need to go over there and score. Now that's all we need to do is go over there and score. Like, you just got to simplify it. You're making it all complicated. Like, all of a sudden, this is like a fucking... Like, yeah, it's going to be hard to score over there, but we'll score over there. Don't worry about that.
So next week's going to be one or two things. Me coming on and saying, I was wrong, that we got it right, we went over and beat, or me coming on saying, I fucking told you so, and you haven't eaten humble pie.
If that is, well, it's not humble pie, is it? Because I'll just say, you know what, we should have done better, but I'm not going to talk about what's going to happen next week because it's next week. I can't look into the future. So what did you expect us to go out and beat AC Milan 4-0 and then we'd be sitting here going, how we don't have to do anything next week? Like, what did you expect?
No, expect us to give us a go. If we had went at them properly with high intensity, high press, used the ball properly, better quality, we could have beat them 2 or 3 easily.
Or they could have caught us out and beat us 3-0.
No chance. They couldn't. No chance.
All you've made,
no chance.
All you're doing is
no
just.
Chance that could happen.
It's all just guessing. That's all it is. Like, that's all any of us can do. Is just guess what would have happened and what could have happened. Yes, we could play better. Yes, if we had our starting 11, we probably could beat them. But at the same time, like, it could go the other way. We've spent 30 minutes now going on about the same thing, so we need to move on.
Have you been drinking the whiskey?
No, I've not been touching the alcohol. I just think you need to look at this as a two-legged game, and we need to.
Yeah, you're telling me that shit. You're telling me that it's not fucking half time.
It is half time.
We'll go over there and get made fucking dickheads out, and we'll see. What did you think of the Henderson, the goal, though?
I thought he probably could have done better.
Henderson to be in, like.
I thought he could have done better. It came at him pretty fast, like, to be fair. Yeah, it came at him very fast, and I thought he could have done better. But I thought Diallo took his goal fantastically well. His movement for that goal was brilliant, but he didn't really do much else, which was a shame. I was expecting a bit more from him. But
he looked a bit lost. But as you say, we're not getting the ball to him quick enough, then it becomes a challenge.
That's it. Like, but we've discussed the game more than we've discussed any other game, so we will have to move on. Do you want to look straight at the West Ham game, or do you want to talk about the sporting director and technical director being?
Yeah, so there's a lot of just touch on that quickly. There's a lot of negativity about it. Now, I'll hold my hands up, be 100% honest. I don't know who your man John Murda, is that how he says?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know he was actually involved in the club. Didn't know who he was. But I've seen a bit about him. There's an interview that's going around about him when he's looking after the sort of setup of the younger teams. He's getting that set up on the right youth through and kids in and bringing in kids at 16 from Europe and all that sort of thing. Seem to be saying the right thing. So for something that United fans have been crying out for so long, I don't understand why there's like I'm on the Twitter, as you know. There's a lot of people saying, "Oh, it's just the Woodwards or the Glazers putting in their mates again," and Ed Woodward getting in ex-United players who don't know what they're doing. I mean, Darren Fletcher doesn't get the credit he deserves. He's a very, very intelligent man and is very, very intelligent in football and matters and knows it inside out.
You froze again, mate, after you said intelligent man. So what did you say there?
Why the fuck am I freezing?
Because it's nosy talking shit tonight.
Fuck up. No, he said he's a very intelligent man and he's a very intelligent football man as well. He knows football inside out. He spent years studying it. I think it was you were saying to me, maybe Steal Your Thunder, you were going to say this about whenever he was recovering from his illness when he was out. He had that, wasn't it a kidney thing?
It was something to do with his stomach, yeah. Yeah.
And he spent all that time going and, every part of United, looking at it, reviewing it, under 12s, under 16s, involved in all these things, getting to understand what's happening, watching the training, watching the coaching, and learning every element of the club. And he's very, very smart. And all I can think is this is absolutely brilliant. And if for the United fans who are saying, "Oh, it's just another ex-United player, another yes man," why do we do that? Go and look at Ajax, who have brought in Edwin van der Sar, who was their ex-player. Yeah, and all and Mark Overmars, ex-player, and it's like, oh, they're doing it right. It's brilliant. Yet we do it. It's like, we're fucking just saving money. I don't get it. I think it's brilliant.
I think it's amazing, mate. I'm really, really pleased with it. I think they couldn't have done it any better because I don't know if it was you saying this to me or if it was someone else, but you bring in a high profile name, a high profile, because everyone's talking about the PSG guy or someone like Van der Sar coming in. You bring in a name like that, all of a sudden the expectation of something big to happen in the summer is huge. He needs to go in, put his stamp on it, bring in a £150 million player, do this, do that.
Yeah.
But actually, that's not what we want. We don't want just someone to come in and just start signing players just because they feel like
Yeah.
the need is there. What we need is someone who is going to understand the club. I think it's brilliant. I really do, and I think the timing is everything. We could have easily waited till the summer and then just put these same people into the position. But I think the fact they're doing it now means that we're actually gauging up to do some bits in the summer, and I think Haaland is going to come to United.
Yeah.
I was always going to drift that way, mate. I've got a bit of a man crush on him, and I'm just desperate for him to come over. But I do think actually the timing is everything, and I think it just is set up nicely. So we don't need to go and get this. Haaland is going to be a big signing, no matter who gets him, whether it be us or whoever it is. But there's not the pressure on Murta to go and get him as there would be to someone who's came from the outside and needs to make a statement. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a good way to look at it. Actually, it's an interesting way to look at it. I never thought of it that way. So yeah, I suppose that's a fair point. And also, I mean, if he can get Haaland, all of a sudden he's a superstar.
No, that's it,
that way.
and then he can do no wrong. But perhaps that's always going to be the plan anyway. I always have a
Yeah,
sneaky suspicion that Raleigh's relationship with him is going to be a lot, maybe even just allowing themselves to believe.
yeah.
Yeah.
You touched on a point there, and you convinced me of it or changed my mind on it. I was thinking, is it the right time to do it? Should we not have waited this summer? We're in the middle of the season and games going on and all. But you're absolutely right. Actually, when you said that to me, I was like, that's a much clearer point that makes a lot more sense to do it now, ready for the summer, so that we are ready for any potential big transfers that we want to make. Which you would love to think. I'd rather get Haaland than Sancho.
Oh yeah, me too, mate. Me too.
Yeah.
For me, Haaland and Grealish would be just those two, and everything else just is fine. Everything else, I don't
Well,
care about a centre defender. All of a sudden, I might change my mind again next season, but you know what I mean.
yeah.
But you get
But
what I'm saying. Like that straight away. Those games where you're struggling for a goal, those two are going to get you goals for fun, and we already score
yeah,
a lot of
absolutely.
goals. Something that you can't. You have to remember, like, yeah, just because we've had a couple of nil-nils, we've scored a lot of goals. We're the second highest goal scorers in the Premier League.
Who's first now?
City.
No, we were, but they took over. So.
Mm.
Yeah, no, I think for me, I said to you, I would go and get Haaland and Bellingham, and then I'd also sign Haaland's cousin who's playing a mould and turn it up. I would sign him now so that he's there. He's only 17. It'd be good to have as a backup for it.
That
Um,
Bellingham one's an interesting one because from what I believe, we dropped a bollock on that because he was up at Old Trafford and had the tour and everything, and I don't know what it was that fell through.
it's a strange one because when you watch him, I watched Dortmund, was it last night, and Bellingham playing, and he's different
But
crazy.
then
Like,
you can't be sucked into the watching him in the European night. Do you know what I mean?
well, true,
Because
true,
that's
true.
what happened to Fred.
But Fred's a world beater, mate. Talking about.
He changed the game
Brought him
tonight,
on
didn't he?
tonight to change the game. Yeah, brought him on to change the game, man. But no, look, all in all, I think it's a positive step, a step in the right direction, one that we've been crying
I'm
out
excited
for.
for it.
Yeah, I just don't get anyone who thinks it's a negative. Can only surely be a positive.
Yeah,
Right?
that surprised me. That really surprised me actually. That
Uh,
well, I haven't been on Twitter or anywhere seeing anyone slagging it off, so I've just been cracking on and just thinking, yeah, I'm happy with what's going down.
it's good, mate. Mate, what do you think for West Ham, then?
Um, it's a
But before we do that,
very.
mate, what are our predictions for that match? Then?
You predicted 3-0. I predicted 2-0. So no points
See,
to
mate,
anyone really.
coming off the fucking high of the Man City game. Anyway,
Again, it
right,
is tough though as well after you have such a big win like that. Like it's not easy.
not
But
easy
we're
one to
not going
keep
to
it
get back
going.
into it again.
Well, no, sorry, Alan Weir sent me another message there. It's like he's listening live. He said to me, I'll just verbatim him again so he doesn't shout at me. Dan James was United's most experienced and senior attacker in the front three in the second half.
And that says
And
it all.
when you say it like when you say it like that, you go, holy good fuck.
So that was the point I've been making all along. So now all of a sudden,
Yeah,
just
but
because
at the
Alan
same,
says it,
no,
Alan
but
Weir has
what?
just
Yeah,
texted me saying, T-Dog, I believe you are correct in everything you've said, and Curtis is full of shit.
No, but I still stand by my point. Yes, that you read that and go frig when you read it like that.
Yeah,
but
but
at
it's
the
the
same time,
personnel. It's not it's not the team having a lack of ambition or a
whatever, we've
lack
gone
of
over it.
But that is the point I'm trying to make, and he has put it perfectly there with that, with saying that Dan James was the most senior attacker we had. That's it in a nutshell.
Yeah, but mate, if you're old
And
enough,
and I can see it in your
good
face
enough,
now. You're
if
thinking,
you're good enough,
"Oh fuck, actually, yeah, that is kind of
no,
right."
I'm not.
I can
I'm not.
see
If
it in
you're
your
good
face.
enough, you're old enough. If you're good enough, you're old enough.
That's
So
not.
that's true, mate. That's true. So you could. What age is Haaland? What age is Bellingham?
But mate,
What
these
age
players
is?
are coming. These
But all I'm saying is,
you're
you can,
talking
yes,
about exceptions. You're talking about
but
exceptions to the rule.
everyone can't be. Well, they're playing for Man United. If they're playing for Man United at that age,
No,
it should be an exception.
Haaland and Bellingham aren't they?
No,
You're
but I
talking
mean,
about those two.
I mean Dan James, Greenwood. Okay, Diallo, I'll give a bit of leeway to because it's just, he's only young and he hasn't even started a game for us yet at senior level, so you give him a bit of leeway. He's only breaking in. But the other two have played enough to be saying that they should be doing much better than they did. Anyway, West Ham, what's your thoughts?
I'm worried about it now after this game.
Yeah.
I think we're desperate for some players to come back. That's what I was
Big
even
time.
thinking tonight. I wish that Van de Beek had been here because he would have made all the difference in a game like tonight because he could just look after the ball. Like, do you know what I mean? We really miss him, which is weird to say because he hasn't played much for us. But you know what I mean by that.
What's Daisy doing in the background, mate? She's
I
making
don't
an
know,
awful
mate.
racket.
I know she's putting out the recycling.
Rascal.
Yeah.
What is the story with him? Like, where I don't.
Oh, he's
I
just
thought it was only
injured.
a couple of weeks.
He's
Has that
just
not been a
injured.
couple?
I don't know.
Yeah, I know he's injured. But
No, I know, but
like,
this is what I'm saying. It's like we don't actually know what's happened to him or what's going on.
Right.
It's just he's just injured. Like, you know what I mean? It's a bit like, well, where did he just go? Because this could have been his opportunity to really start smashing.
And the same with Mata. Even Mata would have been good tonight.
Mate, and again, that's what I'm saying. We're missing so many that it's
Strange
hard
injury.
for us to do
I
it.
know, but anyway, but if we're
I'm concerned about West Ham, but I think 3-1, Man United.
what?
You
Are
heard?
you high?
No.
Fucking hell, man. I think if we get a 2-1, we'll be lucky.
So are you saying 2-1?
I don't know. Yeah, 2-1. But the question is going to be who's going to be our team. You know, is Cavani going to be fit enough?
This is my worry though. If Cavani comes back, he plays, he's injured again.
Yeah,
Then he's out for another 2 or 3 games. It's really frustrating at the minute.
Yeah, it's a bit of annoyance with Cavani. Obviously, his dad coming out and saying that. Although to be fair to Cavani, he came straight out and sort of rubbished it to say he was proud to be wearing the Man United top. So, you know, at least he came out and sort of shot that down pretty quickly. But it's sort of based on I love him and I want him starting every match. But the problem seems to be he is very injury prone and that's setting us back. So we have a massive gap then. Especially if Martial puts his normal performance in, which isn't Sunday. That's a one-off, as you said. So but if Cavani's fit, hopefully again he could start. I don't know about Pogba. There's another one.
Yeah.
It was a few weeks. I think he was back training on the grass.
Was he?
Last week? Yeah.
I
last
did
week.
see that actually. He was out running again.
I don't know. You know, maybe you have to get to a certain level. Obviously, of course, you have to get to a certain level before you can start playing. But would that mean he'd be back in? I mean, he's such a mess. It's unbelievable.
Massively, massively.
Shaw will be back in and start. Hopefully, you know, he came on tonight and seemed okay in terms of the knock that you were talking about from the weekend. Lindelof will no doubt start again. It'll be McTominay and Fred, I would assume, unless Pogba is fit to play. So, yeah, it'll depend. Does Daisy just want to join? Just give it a headset, mate.
Curtis, we're still live here. They want to know if you want to join in, or because you're making so much noise, we figured you wanted to have an input in the game tonight. It's not like we do this every single night after a United match.
She loves it, mate. She's tidying.
There you go.
Just tidying.
Just
But man, if we don't, the real concern is if we don't have any other attacking players fit, it's hard to see how we'll do anything.
It's going to be a struggle, mate. It's going to be a struggle, but we don't have any other choice but to win. So that's what we're going to do. And I'm always optimistic because I always just take them as one-off games. I don't look at it as a whole host. I don't think, oh,
What?
we done this in this game, so we'll do that in the next game. Like, do you know what I
A
mean?
one-off game, but it's only half time in the AC Milan game. So it's not a one-off game.
There's a difference there because it is a cup where there is actually games.
Sorry.
Two games
Yeah,
go
yeah.
towards
Just,
the
no,
result.
just you change it to whatever suits your agenda.
Well,
there.
I will. Of course, I will.
That's good. Okay. So I don't know, man. I'm nervous. I'm nervous about it. I'm not looking for. It's a Sunday night late kickoff too. Which
Yeah,
is
quarter
random, but
past
anyway.
7 on Sunday. Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
random one.
But look, we'll have to. Yeah, I've predicted 2-1, but really just need to wait and see what teams playing, see how we go. We need to win. You're right.
We need to
High
win.
intensity, starting the front foot, closing down, press them, and hopefully, where is it? Is it at Old Trafford? I think it is. It is because they played.
Yeah,
the
it
away
is.
last night.
Yeah.
It's almost a bad thing. It's at home at the minute, but anyway.
Nah, mate, we're no Liverpool. We'll win. Don't worry
Well,
about that.
yeah, okay, right. Well, look, I don't know. I'm pissed off tonight. Don't like it.
I'm
Think
not.
It didn't turn up.
I'm not.
Yeah,
I
no, you're
think,
weird.
I think
You're weird.
AC Milan are a very good team. We got to show them a bit of respect. We drew with them. We'll go over there and we'll beat them.
I think AC Milan are a shit team. We fucking bottled it and we've no balls, and we need to either get our balls back out of someone's purse and turn up next week. Let's deal with West Ham first. Hopefully we have a few back. I think if Pogba's back for even next week, it's a different game, so we'll wait and see. But look, until then, let us know your views. Maybe you think Thomas is right, maybe you think I'm right, or maybe you just think I'm a crazy motherfucker. But let us know, and until Sunday then, we will speak to you again, and of course, as always, let's remain brothers united. Thank you, and good night.
And when you do go to share your views, don't feel the need to be as aggressive or angry as Curtis. Good night, everyone.
I'm very angry.